God is an alien. That's exactly what the secret gospel of the Egyptians reveals. This secret gospel was banned by the church, and anyone caught with it was put to death. This banned knowledge is exactly what could save the world from its current state of division and imminent annihilation. The gospel of the Egyptians, discovered in the 1940s, buried near the tombs of ancient Egypt, reveals that the creator of the world isn't God at all, but an evil being called Sakla, who tricked humanity into believing that it was God. And Sakla deceived the world by saying, "I am a jealous God, and apart from me, nothing has come into being." Now compare what the entity Sakla said to what the God of Christianity says in the Bible. "I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. I am the Lord, and there is no other. Besides me, there is no God." The gospel of the Egyptians is revealing that the God of Christianity is actually the evil entity Sakla who fooled the world. In fact, the name Sakla means fool. The gospel reveals that Sakla is an evil cosmic entity that generated or gave birth to a host of assistants called archons, which he commands. These archons are cosmic rulers. In fact, the word archon means ruler. There is an order of 12 archons corresponding to the 12 signs of the zodiac, and an order of 7 archons corresponding to 5 of the planets and the sun and the moon. According to the gospel of the Egyptians, Earth was created in Hades by Sakla and his archons who rule over the earth, keeping humanity trapped as slaves by luring souls to incarnate into human bodies again and again. The gospel of the Egyptians reveals that there is a higher being than Sakla and his archons. This is an all-powerful being, the highest of all beings, a being of pure light. And this being is exactly what the gospel is all about. The banned gospel says, "The holy book of the Egyptians is about he who came forth from the heights of perfection, the light of the eons of light, the light of the silence of the providence, and the father of the silence, the light of the word and the truth, the light of the incorruptions, the infinite light, the radiance from the eons of light of the unrevealable, unmarked, ageless, unproclaimable, the eon of eons, self-begotten, self-producing, alien, the real, true eon." Now, what does it mean to call this all-powerful being of light alien? Now, it doesn't mean that it's some technologically advanced being in a spaceship. That's a primitive idea. It means that this being of light is beyond space and time. Now, what's the name of this being? According to the gospel of the Egyptians, the name of this supreme being of light cannot be uttered. Its name can't be spoken because its name is a secret symbol that can't be seen. I'm going to reveal the true secret name of this alien god of light, but first we have to understand its power. Since its name can't be spoken, the gospel of the Egyptians gave a name to its creative power. They called the power of light Domadan Doxamidan. All reality is generated from this being of light and its power, Domadan Doxamidan. Now, in the Bible, God said, "Let there be light." It was the first creation. But according to the gospel of the Egyptians, God didn't create light. God is light. According to one of the most significant physicists of the 20th century, that's 100% correct. See, the physicist David Bohm believed that all matter, everything in the universe, was generated by light. He said, "Light can carry information about the entire universe. Light, by interactions of different rays, produce particles and all the diverse structures of matter. All matter is a condensation of light into patterns moving back and forth at average speeds, which are less than the speed of light." Now, this information, it's critical to understand to reveal the secret name of the God of light. Now, according to David Bohm, all matter is just light that has been condensed and slowed down below the speed of light. So if this being of light and its power, Domadan Doxamidan, can be thought of as an ocean of light, it would be able to create matter from itself by simply slowing down its rays. Now, if it seems strange to think that matter could come from light, then thinking about water and ice is a useful analogy. Imagine pieces of ice floating in a pool of water. Ice is simply transformed water. If you think of the pool of water like the universe of light, and the ice in the pool like matter, which is like transformed light. See, we exist within an ocean of light, and matter is just transformed light, light that has been slowed down and frozen, so to speak. David Bohm said, "Matter is condensed or frozen light. When we come to light, we are coming to the fundamental activity in which existence has its ground. The universe consists of frozen light." So, if all reality is ultimately just light, what is light exactly? Well, if you think about it, light is nothing but frequency. To understand this, think about color. Color is simply light oscillating at a certain frequency. And the only thing that separates one color from another is its frequency. Well, pure frequency in itself, removed from space and time, is a purely mathematical concept. This means to say that if this reality is made of light, it's equivalent to saying that this is a mathematical reality. According to an esoteric system known as sacred geometry, this mathematical pattern is responsible for generating all reality. But how could a bunch of circles generate all reality? That seems kind of crazy. Until you realize that circles contain the concept of frequency. See, a circle actually generates a sinusoidal wave, a sine and cosine to be exact, which contain the concept of frequency. This means that circles and sinusoidal waves are the same concept, just viewed in a different way. So if you have circles, you have sinusoidal waves. And if you have sinusoidal waves, you have frequencies. So from another perspective, you could view the flower of life, this collection of circles, as actually being a collection of frequencies. Why is the name of the God of light unspeakable and a secret invisible symbol? The name of God is a mathematical formula for generating frequencies, for governing light waves. This is why the Gospel of the Egyptians says the name of God is a secret invisible symbol, because it's actually a mathematical concept. But if that wasn't incredible enough, this is mind-blowing. See, the truth is that the alien God of light is you. According to the Gospel of the Egyptians, everything comes from the alien God of perfect light and its power, Domadon Doximidon. Even you. The Gospel reveals that Sakla and his archons trapped humanity into a material prison by taking pieces of the God of light and imprisoning these pieces in matter. That means that you and I and all of us are actually pieces of the God of light that have been trapped in the material world, and the only way to escape it and escape the cycle of reincarnation is to remember what you really are. Well, that's not exactly right. The truth is even more incredible, because we are the perfect God of light. We are God, but we're not being trapped by evil cosmic rulers. This is the answer to the secret of existence itself. Imagine that nothing exists except this God of light. Nothing at all but infinite, perfect light. Now imagine that that's what you are. You are a perfect eternal being, all powerful and all knowing. What would you do? Would you be like the God of the Bible and create the world, animals, and humans and watch over them? But if you think carefully about it, that would never happen. Why? Because you're all knowing. You'd know exactly what would happen. There would be no point in doing it. If you really think about it deeply, there's only one thing you could do. Forget that you're God. If you wiped your memory and limited your power of knowing everything, you could experience everything like it was new. Do you want to know the secret of existence? Here's what really happened. You and I and all of us are the perfect eternal God of light. We wiped our memory of what we are and shattered ourselves into matter. That shattering, that transforming a portion of ourselves into matter, that was the Big Bang. See, the Big Bang didn't come from nothing. That's crazy. How could the universe come from nothing at all? The truth is, the Big Bang actually came from light, eternal light. When light is slowed, it transforms into matter. Light has the power to generate all matter, and the Big Bang was the moment we wiped our memories and shattered ourselves from a unity into a multiplicity. We shattered into matter in a similar way to how pure light fractures into a rainbow of colors when it goes through a prism. We are the aliens. We are God. We did not originate on this planet. We are the eternal ocean of infinite light from which all things are born. Right now, We are the God of light experiencing the world of matter that we created from our own transformations, from ourselves and for ourselves.